Soul fam, what's up? What it do? Welcome to K&M Witchery, or Readings by K&M. That's me. I am Kat Nicoletta Monroe, for those of y'all who may not know. And this is a pick a card that was completely unexpected. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had already done all of the pick a cards. Okay, there's extendeds down below too. And I'm recording the introduction in the end because every single pile is drastically different than the other. At first, I had the intention to have a nice set of cards. You know, there's a lot underneath all of here. And I was like, okay, we're going to do some fortune telling and spirit and intuition and all of that. Your energies, oof, it just said, nay, we're going to go this way. And it just took a turn, okay? One of the piles even has some mediumship components to it. I mean, what? So consider these your spiritual check-ins, okay? Things that you need to hear right here, right now. So trust your gut with this one, okay? Perhaps you're unable to keep your eye off of a pile or piles. Perhaps you're hearing the number 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you just simply know that behind this particular pile, an answer that you are seeking resides. So, have yourself another little gander. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And once it feels right to you, scroll down to the chapters below, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Oh, and by the way, please do all the YouTube-y things like subscribe. You know, it just helps me out a lot. Thank you. Pile number 1, what's up? What it do? Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me today. Let's dive right on in, okay? We're just gonna lay out all of the cards I'm hearing. Yeah, we're gonna start it off from the bottom. So we have keep your heart open. Conclusions are within reach. Wisdom. Stillness. Confidence is your key to success. Take a breather. Success. Love, strength, answers, and opportunity. All right, we're gonna just slide all these down. All right. Let me channel in some messages for y'all. Very zen energy, I will say this. Y'all have been really working hard on gaining your peace. This could very well be love-oriented, okay? Mainly just due to this little success and love corner here. Or it could just mean that you're perhaps maybe moving into a new phase in love. It could be self-love. If you're on a more independent than interdependent path at the moment, remember to always find balance, okay? Eventually, when it's time to let somebody in, it just might be the right opportunity to do that. But let's talk about this answers. Hold on. I know I'm like jumping all over the place, but like, let me get this for y'all in real time. Yeah, cool. Thanks for your patience. Answers, opportunity, strength, wisdom, stillness. I'm having a sense that pile number 1, someone is thinking about you, because there's another energy coming in here, and it ain't just yours. Someone could have very well healed. And by healing, I mean taking accountability, working on their self-awareness and really reflecting, perhaps even going to therapy, seeking a professional, gaining the answers within themselves, really building up their strength and confidence, okay? This person can be a Leo. By the way, the different types of moon phases could be specific time frames that are of importance to you, pile number one, okay? Whether about the situation or just in general. And depending on which year it is that you tune in, because these are timeless readings, you may have to do a little Google search, but there is the first quarter moon in Libra, the full moon eclipse, which we just had eclipse seasons, by the way, by the time I'm recording this, so that could be of importance if you're watching this sooner than later. New moon in Leo, as well as the last quarter moon in Cancer, all right? But let's go back to what it is that I was saying before I digress further, is someone may have very well taken the time upon themselves to gauge a different type of perspective. And it seems as well, too, with love and success, that there has, in fact, been a quote-unquote up-leveling, for lack of better words, right? They've ascended into themselves. And what ascension really is isn't really about, like, going up to different, like, levels and layers as if, you know, you're reaching this ultimate top and higher self version of yourself, but rather you're peeling back the onion layers and going deep within, right? Because our higher self is us. They live within us, right? So it's about really going back to your essence. And there is here like this, I mean, there's no children depicted here, but there is a sense that I'm gauging that someone really started going back into their childhood and began to heal some of those different limiting beliefs that came from it, any emotional blockages, any conditioning. This could also be you, because as I was speaking, Soul Fam, I kept hearing reflected. So this could very well be a nice little mirror effect between yourself and another person. But where this other energy comes on into play is that they're tugging on your energy. And I also heard the light is on. So if this is a love reading, okay, if it's a little bit more love-based, and we're going to continue to keep channeling in to know for sure, but it could very well be that you're either the person in this equation that is feeling called to reach out and initiate a conversation, perhaps get some answers, right? You're waiting for the right opportunity to maybe share what it is that you've learned. I don't know, whatever you need confidence in. Perhaps maybe you're just lacking the sense of value within yourself. And so you're worried about rejection. Perhaps vulnerability is something that you're not used to, perhaps maybe sharing, okay? Or you're the other part of this equation that is kind of keeping the light on, like waiting for that first part of the equation person to come on in and have that conversation, to state their claim, to do whatever it is that they got to do to, I don't know, communicate something, okay? Because answers and wisdom is really pulling me into like a much deeper Keep your heart open. Conclusions are within reach. Confidence is your key to success. Take a breather. This is really giving me a lot of stoic energy. Someone who perhaps maybe is learning to stand tall. I just threw my shoulders back and lifted up my head. Someone really gained confidence. And where conclusions are within reach are these answers that are eventually going to come out. And I just heard free will. So it's somebody's choice and decision to speak out. Now, if this isn't necessarily about another person and that part doesn't quite resonate with you, and of course you're still here because you may have clicked off already, but this could be a level of self-love and recognition, like a humble recognition within your own growth and enlightenment, and now you're being called to step forward, and perhaps maybe you are the wise one here, pile number one. If I was to guess, pile number one out of the equation of who, if you know, because there is still someone that wants to come on in, so whether you're aware of this or not, pile number one, you may have an incoming conversation. We'll pull some cards in that for you. We'll see where this reading goes. But it's like the end of a cycle is near, right? With the full moon eclipse card here, conclusions are within reach, as well as keep your heart open. This is really giving me closure energy. And where there is closure, there is a fresh start, some sort of new beginning, right? Like the cycle continues in one form or another. And I will say it feels really wholesome. Both of these individuals have their hands with some sort of crystal or glow energy. I don't know what that is, but nevertheless, close to their heart and their throat chakra. So it could just very well be speaking your heart, speaking your mind, and finding the strength to do that. I just heard pile 4. Interesting. Obviously, I haven't recorded that yet because I do go in chronological order, but there might be a big significance for you, pile number 1 and pile number 4. I just heard creative. Interesting. So what's next for you? What's coming up is an opportunity to have some form of a conversation. Whether you are initiating it, whether you have a microphone in your hand and you are, in fact, maybe talking to the masses as well. You are really exercising that throat chakra, and or you're being open to allow somebody else to do that too, okay? Because this is still a general reading on YouTube, so fam. So take this as it's resonating, but there is a recognition of self-growth that is coming out, and it's bringing about this, you know, when you're like really confident in yourself, and I'm not talking arrogant, I'm talking confidence. You have courage, you have overcome so much in your life that you've built upon this new narrative that allows you to be a brave person. And bravery is not the lack of fear, it's choosing to conquer it anyways, you know? Like, there's no surprise that there are 2 like large cats out here, okay? And we got 2 birds, okay? Reaching new heights through your strength, through your loyalties. Oh my God, we have a 3rd one there. Hello. They're all looking forward too. My window's open, so if you hear the dog barks and any other external noises, my bad, but it's nice to keep some airflow when I'm reading, you know. You are absolutely being called to relax a little bit more and perhaps maybe prioritize a sense of peace, okay? Just a little reminder that peace and practicing and prioritizing that, however it is that it looks like to you, is to be a prioritization. It's a requirement, okay? Never a reward, but rather a requirement, because it will allow you to find the answers also within yourself, okay? To listen to that intuition, because there's a deep knowing within. And this is a great acknowledgement, pile number 1, for your growth and the work that you have done on yourself for years, by the way. This is an accumulation thereof, all right? Like, from inner child to higher self energy, there's like this beautiful mix of internal evolution that I'm sensing within y'all, that I'm recognizing and I'm hoping to bring to light, so you can acknowledge that more within yourself as well, okay? I recognize, hopefully, something that you're allowing yourself to recognize within yourself as well, okay? Sometimes we all need a reminder too of our greatness, and perhaps maybe you might be asking a lot for signs and synchronicities. Most of y'all a little bit less, but for those of y'all whom had resonated with that, I just heard stop asking. Okay, so it could be sometimes we like seek for the answers a little bit too much, you know? It's like you get a sign in synchronicity that lines up to what it is that you're asking for, but you're like, okay, well, hold on, that's a coincidence. Let's do it again. And what about this? And show me this if there's this, and like this number if there's that. And it's like, stop with the confirmations and work more with the trust. I just heard act as if, and I heard pile 4 again. Interesting. A conversation to speak, to stand true within yourself, to be an authority. There is an authoritative energy. Perhaps maybe that's that stoicness that I was picking up. This ability to stand strong and yet still soft enough. Love is out here for a reason. Okay, cool. So I am getting pulled to the original tarot for y'all. Let's just start pulling some cards and see what happens. Pile number 1. What's next for my pile number 1? I think I'll just honestly put all of the cards on top of these ones. I don't feel like clearing it out. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, I just heard thing of a past. Okay, so the success is perhaps maybe overcoming. I just heard to be continued. I just heard someone else. So there could be someone else, or this is somebody else's energy that's just coming on in that really wants to communicate something to you, pile number 1. I'm unsure, but there is also like this blockage too. It's like there's an energy within your let me just download. You're sensing somebody wanting to come through. Pile number 1. And you could be sensing it also through their sadness, their regret, there's something, I don't know. Very much like ego, death, dark night of the soul type of vibes coming through with the 5 of Cups, right? Where you're looking at what was spilled and you're mourning that a little bit. You're regretting it. You're shaming yourself. You're blaming yourself. There's a lot of that right now, and there's something towards you. Or this could be you're thinking about somebody else like this and you're going through that, or perhaps maybe that was a figment of the past. Wow, there's a lot of y'all tuning in for pile number 1. So whichever which way that the pendulum swung on this card here and your resonance thereof, there is a success in overcoming. If not already, then very soon. If not you, then somebody else that is pulling on your energy, and you're sensing this. Capiche? Hopefully I explained that well enough. Because like, wow, the entanglement of energies is real. There's something about travel as well. There might be a decision to travel. Perhaps maybe there's some sort of a distance between you and something or someone. The Hermit here. Interesting depiction because these guys kind of look the same. No, well, I mean, it's just an old man, but nevertheless, it could also be, so fam, that what's coming up for you in the near future is an opportunity to go within to perhaps maybe heal something. For some of y'all, this could be something that you thought maybe you gotten over at one point and it's coming back. And I will say that this is like a good thing, okay? Like I know when it comes to like fortune telling readings, we only want like the really good stuff and like the happy vibes and like tell me what's going to work out. But having conscious awareness of some sort of like emotion and memory or something that needs to come up in order to be released is a good thing, because when it does come up, you now know that it's safe to release it, because there's going to be a great success in love that will come after it. Okay? So whoever that resonated with, let me know. But here there's like this upcoming decision for you to travel. Interesting. And I'm hearing pile number 4 again. Pile number 1, if you're resonating with that, okay, perhaps maybe take a click and a ganda over at pile number 4, because I think that there's something really good there for you. So with the Hermit energy here, there is some sort of a wisdom that you are going to gauge, okay? There's going to be this opportunity for you to go within, this could be a vacation or some form of travel there as well, okay? Even if it's like 4 to 5 days. I heard 4 nights, 5 days. Interesting, very specific. Something about a lake, maybe like a cottage or something. I'm really getting lake cottage vibes here. Also like forestry. Yeah, you guys might be going away for like a cottage or an invitation or something. I just heard Sabo Beach for anyone who resonated with that. For my Ontarianians. that's we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Strength card comes out again. Yo, another cat too. Your name could be Kat, Kathy, Katrina. You could be getting a cat. I just got that in. Be thinking about it. I just heard thinking about it. I ain't gonna do it. Thinking about it. Queen of Cups. I'm gonna pull a couple more, okay? And then we're gonna chat. 7 of Wands. Oh. I'm gonna do that. Page of Wands. Okay. This just in, when it comes to that sort of conversation piece, right? That might be coming in between you and another person. There is a warning here about immaturity, okay? About whether or not you're going to actually take the opportunity to have this conversation, right? Because when we think of pentacles, this is our physical body. This is the thing that is tangible. This is our manifestations in 3D in the human experience, okay? Or 5D. If someone got offended by that, they're like, let me go 5D. Okay, but like the human experience is what I mean, okay? And when I'm called to put a card sideways like this is like a choice. It's like, you choose, again, with your free will. There's a big free will play here. I mean, as always, when it comes to my personal readings especially, I can only offer y'all guidance and advice. The rest is your choice and your decision. And it seems like it's going to be your choice and your decision too, as recommended. Be wary of any sort of immaturity at play within the conversation, because you might sense that there is a lot of resistance, okay? So this is one way that I have interpreted one of the channeled messages. Now, for any other of y'all, or the continuation thereof, it seems that there may honestly, in the near future, be a deep sort of realization that is going to conclude some form of a cycle within your life. Like you're going to have like this epiphany aha moment, and it's going to have to come with a bout of like emotional exertion, okay? Like you may have to have like a few days of like absolute tears. I just heard some of y'all might actually be getting sick, so up your vitamin C if that is of resonance to you. But nevertheless, it's because there was some form of like a resistance to feeling, okay? That needs to be felt, okay, in order for you to then find the happiness in the Two of Cups. Because the thing is, though, it's like, I feel for some of y'all, you may go through this phase, and by the way, it could have been brought onto a recent eclipse season, if that resonates with you, that you have to mourn something before you can move on and move forward, you know? There is something here about finding the stillness and taking a breather and allowing for some sort of like a conclusion and new beginning to take place for yourself. And there is going to be an opportunity. Perhaps maybe someone's going to ask y'all to go to like a cottage or something soon, or like some sort of like a getaway, a mini vacation. I just heard. I did hear staycation too, okay? So if you do have an opportunity to perhaps maybe just take some time off and just kick it it at home, be sure that you're still doing things that are intentional to a time off period, as opposed to just maximizing that time with like errands and things you got to do, because that's not you intentionally taking time to be still. That's just you remaining productive and consistently like avoiding and resisting something that's got to be felt. I don't know. But either way, like the outcome again is a really positive one, Soul Fam, because like we've still got the underlining success and love and like so much strength, and you're going to get some sort of like answers and like an increase of just conscious awareness about something, you know, and it is going to bring you a lot of peace. It's going to allow you to like upgrade your sense of self in a form or a fashion too. So without the immaturity play in the conversation, right, that came up in that one channeled message, this page of wands could very well be you learning to get used to something that's uncomfortable and kind of playing with it, right? And like starting something from scratch, perhaps maybe picking up an old hobby that you used to do, you know. I just heard 13 years old. So like the thing that's really great about your adulthood is that you can, without any sort of shame or guilt, or at least a lot less thereof, you can do things that your teenage self had always wanted. You know, you can visit the places that you always wanted to visit. You can create art and do the things that you always wanted to do. You can wear the things that you want to wear and be like, you can do so much more, you know? And I think that y'all are going to be given this like wonderful opportunity to do exactly that. And that's become that thing that you've always wanted to be, whatever that may be, you know. And sure, maybe you can't necessarily be a superhero, but you can sure do nice things and be impactful, you know. And because I know some of y'all are really thinking about like purpose and stuff too, like that just really came in. And I think this entire human experience is going to allow for really beautiful advancement for yourselves. And again, it's going to give you an opportunity to just kick back and chill and like relax and maybe go through a bit of an emotional roller coaster and wave. But this is a beautiful opportunity to evolve. Like, it is through the human experience that we grow. Soul Fam, okay? As a psychic medium, I absolutely connect with those whom had passed on, and it's just energy, you know? Like, there's no greater opportunity for soulful evolution as the human experience. You know, like the cliche that your soul had fought to be here, like you wanted to be here, like souls and energies, they want the human experience, because with the free will and the allowance of things like emotions, which is something that a spirit cannot feel. It's just energy. It's how the person, like myself as a psychic or a medium, or yourself as an intuitive and a human being, like you can sense energies, and your interpretation is the story of that energy. That's how you humanize it, okay? But like the spirit itself can't feel without their nervous system, without a brain, without the amygdala, without their body sending them signals. You can't evolve without human experiences that allow you to get hurt, to love, to find peace, to experience joy. All of these different things allow for a soulful evolution, because it all teaches us something. And the more willing we are to push forward and perhaps maybe change narratives and break karmic walls and resistances and become the thing that we want it to be, right? And like have some fun, gain the strength and the humility and the self-love to find success in all of the opportunities that are coming in within reach. Because, well, that was interesting. Oh, that gave me the heebie-jeebies. One of my crystals and rocks just like fell. Okay, that's fine. This is no problem. I think that was just a really big exclamation mark from spirit. You know? It was actually one of those like meditation-y rocks too. I'm gonna show y'all. It's this guy. So it's one of those like thumb things. For when you're meditating. I'm gonna sip some water and refresh my system after that, because loud sudden noises. My bad if that made anyone else jump. Drink your water, pile number 1. Great reminder for us all. All right. So, I wish I honestly knew what rock this was. I believe I actually got it in one of those boxes, like those like monthly subscription boxes. Yeah, I don't know. So there's something about self-care here for y'all too. Perhaps maybe investing in something fun, like a little subscription box or something where you can like surprise yourself and do something. I don't know. That came through for someone, whoever needed it. If you've been eyeing a box or something, consider it. Consider it. Let's see. What other messages we got here for y'all? You know, I did hear my snaps. I was expecting this to go longer, but I'm also hearing extended. So in the extended, let's perhaps maybe dive into a little bit of like the love messages, okay, between this person and you, or perhaps maybe just realizations in and around love, however it is that that's going to resonate with you, okay? And yeah, let's just keep diving into some more advice and like more specific messages that are lying here for my pile number 1. If you are interested in the extended, there is going to be a quickie sneak peek following in the next couple of minutes or so. You can also scroll down below to click that VIP link in the description and bounce on over. It's a Patreon where we're going to continue. So yeah, without further ado, honestly, because I keep hearing my snaps. So let's continue on. Let's get into some love readings and some love messages. Peep y'all in the sneak peek or in another pile, in another video. Remember to please subscribe and comment your resonances, soul fam. And most importantly, thanks so much for choosing again to be here with me today. I'm excited. Let's just dive on into the next portion of your reading. Peace. Oftentimes there's this narrative that we have to find the perfect reality first. It's like first we have to accomplish the job, the place, the cars, the this and this, and then we can welcome love or something. And I think that this person prioritized the material, the foundation. They wanted to build a foundation first and perhaps maybe even have something to set forward. This could be your energy too, where you've built this foundation for yourself and now you're ready for love, right? However this is resonating with you. But when it comes to I meant what I said, it's like there's a sense of like, let me just do this. Let me heal myself. Let me build this. Let me accumulate this. And then I'll come back. It's like the sense of like, we'll be back together again. And that was really painful. There's that song by 98 Degrees, The Hardest Thing, I think is what it's called. By the way, there was just some swans that flew above my house. So that might be a interesting, beautiful synchronicity. I love, they fly around here all the time. It's so great to witness. But nevertheless, it's like, this was like a really painful, it was the hardest thing they ever had to do. To look you in the eyes and tell you that they don't love you. Deep down knowing that you deserve better and they want to build more. I think their intention was always to find this wisdom and stand on that. Hey, what's up? What it do? Pilot number 2. Thanks for choosing to spend some time with me today. Let's dive right on into your reading without further ado. We have New Moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. By the way, these could be time frames. So whatever year it is that you're tuning in, because this is a general timeless reading, believe in the impossible blue moon. These could be time frames. So you can look up the next blue moon, for example, when the new moon in Capricorn was or is, and see if a lot of this kind of lines up to that particular time frame. Like think back. Or perhaps maybe mark it down because it just might make sense. We have collaborate and rest. Stop, collaborate and listen. Okay, so y'all might be like the music type for sure. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Really powerful energies here with the new moon. Lots of new beginnings here for y'all. Believe in the impossible, collaborate, and rest. You know what I'm getting already off the bat for y'all? That like, what's something that y'all got to look forward to is kicking back and chilling and stop, collaborate. Yeah, you know, hold on. That song was a synchronicity. It's the message in itself. You just got to stop right now. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what's next. Listen to who's going to come in and want to work with you. This is definitely work-oriented. For sure. Or so far, at least I'm feeling. Let's keep going. Okay, we have the first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. I keep hearing listen again. You guys got to pay attention to something. We have standstill. Reconciliation. Death. Okay, that's a statement. Freedom. And voyage. Ooh, nosage on voyage. By the way, you guys might very well have a trip to look forward to, which is kind of cool because there was like a little vacation in pile number 1 too. So hopefully a lot more of y'all are going to be having some time off for yourselves. But that could be the case, or something from work related might require travel. I just heard a bonus. So you could have like won a trip, for example. Yay, congratulations. Go enjoy yourself. Okay. Like, yeah, there's something here to look forward to as far as the trip is concerned. You know, some of y'all may have won like President's Club or something. I'm going to call that. I'm going to call that out. Some sort of like rewards. So that might have resulted in a trip of sorts. Believe in the impossible. Some sort of a promotion. You're about to get noticed like never before. And it's all really working out in your favor. Capricorn and Sagittarius. Very detail-oriented, work-focused, dedicated Capricorn. And philosophical, carefree, wanderlustful Sagittarius coming together. If this doesn't make sense just yet, just keep an ear out and listen to a potential to travel or something. I want to dive into this death card though. Let's use the Fountain Tarot for that. I want the clarifier because this could mean like a brand new job. This could mean a transition from a role, like a big switch. If you are self-employed, this could very well be you just moving on up, like overnight success. Like maybe you'll go viral and something will hit off. I still think that there's a trip in order for a lot of y'all tuning in. So let me know if that resonates, pile number 2. Drop like an airplane or something below. Hopefully a lot more of y'all are traveling though. Emperor, yeah, fuck yeah, it's work oriented. Okay, hold up. What else do we have? Page of Cups. You could be thinking about going your own way. This might be like a side message here too, but if it is career oriented and you bringing maybe like an interest to life, a hobby to life, something that you can monetize when I mean to life, right? I mean, you should definitely have a hobby that's just for yourself to have some fun with. Chariot. But follow your heart and your gut about the direction that you're going to be taking, what it is that you're building in life. I think, I just heard trauma. So without the intention of sparking up the past, okay, we're just going to breeze past this particular message that came through, but something came true for you, something that was a big fear of yours perhaps. It really, like, I'm seeing the Tower card in my forefront. With the pieces like actively kind of falling. I think you took a pretty big fucking transition due to a great ending, right? There's a reason why these are new moons here, not here, but interesting that I went to the new moon in Taurus. Something about Taurus season could be of importance, okay? We just recently, as of me recording this, had a pretty big conjunction in Taurus with Uranus and Jupiter, which would make sense with Sagittarius energy here, because it's Jupiter ruled. Anyways, this thing caused you to like move forward towards some sort of an ending, but where there is an ending, I mean, you're talking to a psychic medium here, okay? I view death quite differently. Big nosage on that. You know that's facts, okay? I will be honest about this, and it is just an energetic transition. It's a transmutation of energy. It's still alive and well. It's just, it takes fine-tuning to listen to. So it goes right back down to your intuition. Y'all could very well have a relative or a spirit guide, perhaps maybe a deity of sorts that you resonate with that is trying to come through for you with some sort of information. So pay attention to that. Let's dive into that. Hold on. What's your intuition telling you? I just heard choose wisely. When a card falls like this is a cause for a decision to be made. But it's interesting because the Two of Coins is already a decision. So it's a decision about a decision. What? Choose wisely is just what keeps coming out with that. What's that about? Okay, I heard the mystery. What is it? Two of Cups. That just feels like it belongs there. There's like a dream come true. Okay, one of the traumas may have been overcoming a death. Okay, you may have experienced that, and you could perhaps be looking for your loved one. And I'm just hearing, just listen, just listen. Look, I can help y'all connect and teach you how to find those individual little symbols that they're leaving for you, okay? If that resonates with you, just book a mediumship session with me at knwitchery.com. I got y'all. Collaborate, okay? Just whoever needed that. The options are there. Ooh, heart chakra. Okay, hold on, because I ain't trying to have a mediumship session right now. Hold up. Boundaries. Sorry, guys, that's a bit dramatic, but like, bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. Your guides, your ancestors, your loved ones whom had passed on are here with you, okay? That connection never faltered. Whoever needed that. And perhaps maybe you're also tying your intuition with their energy, and it's guiding you somewhere. So the choose wisely is to choose the voice, that feeling, the one that's a bit softer, the one that you know it's them. Like, listen, if you know, you get this, okay? And it's follow your heart. Like, be happy. Everything that's happening to you is perfectly aligned for you, and they're with you, okay? Never alone, soul fam. You are never, never, never alone. And you deserve to chill. You deserve to take a rest, okay? Four of Swords comes out there as well. It's not really in the frame, but it's there. So take that trip, whatever is coming up for you, or plan one. This could just be a symbol for that. Like, just go. Be easy. Be easy. That's coming through pretty strong. Be easy. There is something about a dream come true. I just heard a nightmare. So you have like this very interesting like coalition almost of like your fears and your dreams like coming through at once. And it's like the tower moment is fucking real. I just put both of my hands on my cheeks. Like, I am in absolute disbelief, just like trying to keep my head together, you know? Like, y'all have definitely been going through some shit. I will definitely address that. You guys got some very powerful energies coming through. And it's just a matter of learning how to listen. I hope you guys heard that beep, beep back there, because that was Spirit literally confirming that through sound too. It could be through songs. We did start off with a song, okay? So you guys could perhaps maybe have a lot of clear audience, okay? Means that you just like randomly get songs up in your head and it kind of answers a question or offers some sort of direction. It could literally be through repetitive words that you hear, like say in conversation, you have like multiple people in different occasions say very similar things. And it catches you going, damn, everyone's saying that. Pay attention. Okay? It could also be a thought. You might even hear your name in spirit, you know. We're all mad here. No, you're not crazy. You just gotta listen. Yeah, I don't know who keeps needing that message, but it keeps coming through. I'm getting pulled to the Trash Panda Tarot for y'all for some reason. See, I never know what the heck to expect with these readings, and I do like it like that. Like, even though we started off with the same kind of cards laid out as the other pile, like, where are we? You know what I mean? I'm such an intuitive reader. I hope that doesn't trigger a lot of y'all, but Knight of Wands, I tend to do the whole, like, listen to your intuition thing on the fly. Eight of Wands, speaking of. Ace of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Nine of Swords, that's okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And then we have the King of Pentacles up here. Cool. So anyways, the reason why I went on that spiel is for y'all to learn to listen to your intuition too and not always look for reassurances, or by reassurances, I mean, like, don't ask for outsider help. Just trust your insight. Be wacky, be weird, okay? Trust what's really coming through, because people are expecting something from you. Like, perhaps maybe if you are in mourning, people might be expecting you to maybe like stay in mourning for a lot longer, and you'll definitely have these opportunities to mourn a loss, okay? With the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles is definitely talking to me about a loss right now, okay? And they chill outside of a church, right? So yeah, Nine of Swords, late nights, perhaps maybe you'll have some dreams of the person that you've lost. Pay attention if they're saying something, especially in those dreams, okay? If you, yeah, listen to your intuition. Nevertheless, you're going to be going through those periods, and you're still advised to like enjoy your life as best as you possibly can, because you know that the person who had passed on would want you to do that, to enjoy your life as best as you could. Mourn when you need to and enjoy life. The Knight of Wands comes out there to have you just be free. Be a kid again. You have this opportunity back at life. There's sometimes death, soul fam. That makes sense that there's so much of that medium stuff coming through now. Hello? Y'all got me into like different dimensions here, pile number 2. You get to now have this chance at life, because death often reminds us that life is to be cherished and never to be taken for granted, you know? And with the Ace of Cups too, I feel like you're going to just be overflowing with wonder, and at the same time, you're going to miss whomever it is. You're going to want to connect. And it doesn't matter, by the way, when it is that they passed, okay? Because you can be mourning and wishing for someone to stick around even 10 years after their passing plus, okay? There's zero judgments on that, but just know that they're there. And your intuition is now peaking, okay? It is definitely getting stronger. That is a collective thing right now with everything happening in the world and all this like global ascension and collective and new world order and da-da-da-da. It sounds like a conspiracy, I understand. Nevertheless, it is still an ascension of sorts, right? Like we're all waking up, so to speak, and moving forward. And we're understanding ourselves more. We're listening to our intuition more. We're connecting more. Two of Cups is a connection to you in spirit. I just heard read me. Interesting. I'm not often told to read. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Y'all took me on a ride, pile number 2. You know what? I got a nose itch on this. Okay. The extended is going to be channeled messages from whatever guide's coming through, whatever specific messages got to come through. It may not be as long of a reading, but my nose is coming through on that. So I don't know if you guys, I meant like my nose itch. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, when my nose itches, it kind of increases my accuracy. It's like my unconscious tip to let me know that like it resonates. So anyways, I guess that's what we're gonna do. And my bad for the resistance to it at the moment. It's very intense energy for me to work with, and I really got to get it into a whole vibe. So I'm gonna do that directly after this and present to you whatever it is that you need, and I hope it helps. Okay. Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is crystal clear. It represents a deep, powerful connection between two energies. It may be between potential lovers, friends, strangers, or a person and an experience. In any case, the recognition of synergy is unmistakable. When two spirits of this magnitude unite, the universe feels personal, and there is no telling what magic might be created. Of course, this beautiful moment does require action. What you do with it is up to you. Love that. Whoever needed that. It's about what you do with every single moment that you have. You have this sense of life. I haven't heard like midlife crisis, okay? You could have had a quarter life crisis. You could have just had a crisis, okay? At whatever time in your life. And now you have this new vision about how it is that you want to build your life. And what's really beautiful with the King of Pentacles, like not only are you getting a lot of rest and like definitely recognition, like again, you're starting something new. I'm seeing this as like a really big trajectory forward, by the way. It's just really acknowledging what once was and what you're building from it. And it does require an integration of your intuition. Big time. And because this is the Page of Cups, it's something new. You know, you guys might actually even be going through like this like big epiphany moment and recognizing you have like an inner psychic of your own, because we all have abilities to connect with our intuition. Intuition is a very real thing. More and more science is going to continue to come out with it, and it is great. And now you're learning for yourself, and it's new, and it's also leading you towards like ultimate success and everything. Because the King of Pentacles is the king of the material, the human experience, the tangible. Page of Cups again. And it will have to require you being open to your intuition. There ain't no coincidences there, soul fam. This could be unexpected. And yet somehow predictable. Like you manifested it. Who outside is just gnawing away at something? I guess there's a bunch of construction outside. Hopefully that doesn't bug any of y'all. I tend to put the music overlay anyway, so hopefully that's all right with y'all. I just feel like kicking it with you, like you're in here. And by the way, I say y'all, I don't know why, okay? I'm not even American. But just y'all's like, what's up? I don't know. What am I even saying? Do you guys have ADHD like me? Because your energy definitely has it hyped up. Which is great. Like, enjoy your life. And things are really working out for you. They really are. The Three of Pentacles is another collaboration card, by the way. Continue to accept the support, the friendship that's around you. When people extend themselves and they offer you their cup, accept it. Learn interconnection at this time, pile number 2, because it's going to make you feel connection. Look, if you're still here, then you definitely had lost somebody and are feeling that. And this experience is going to allow you to feel as though they were never gone and that they are never gone. And it awakens a sense of urgency within you to accomplish your dreams the way that you've always envisioned it. I just heard there's only one life to live. Yeah. YOLO, but to the most practical degree. Releasing control, in this case, is about living as in the moment as you possibly can, in your body, in the experience. Just open. Grounding yourself is simple. It takes minutes to just bring yourself back into this present moment. Where again, you feel whatever it is that you gotta feel as it comes up, okay? Mourn as long as you need to. And always trust that you're never alone. And look, even on the voyage, it's like you're being taken with, you know? Whichever energy in this picture that you resonate with, if it's the big whale or the little baby whale. I love how I just baby shocked on that too. Could be a kid. My condolences either way, soul fam. However it is that this is resonating with you. Know that it's happening the way that it was meant to. Condescending, maybe. That perspective will only exist if you're listening through from your ego, which is separate from your intuition. The quieter voice, the kinder one. It's honest, it's nudging, it's warm. It comes through when you minimize distractions. That could also be the standstill and rest that's required too. Releasing control. Presence. Practice presence. Invite different grounding measures into your life. The quickest and easiest way is just walking barefoot on grass. Straight up. Earthing. Look it up. Science. I don't know, man. Someone really wants to come through and talk to you. So I'm going to cut this short, soul fam, and start setting up for a quickie channeled message from your guides. I'm going to get a candle going up in here, and we're going to talk. Pile number 2. If you're interested, there is a little bit of a sneak peek following here. And yeah, if you're interested, click to the description below. We gonna do what we're here to do, and that's give you what it is that you need to get you on your way to happy. Because that's my intention here, and I'll see you there. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me again. If this resonated, I feel like this reading was all freaking over the place, but it is what it is. I'm posting up. I ain't redoing this. This is too, but I hope it makes sense. And I hope it helped. And I just want to thank you so much for being here and connecting, like seriously, to yourself and your loved ones and all guides. If I don't see you in another pile, I hope to see you in another video. Peace, pile number 2. Thanks again. Hello, Soul Fam, pile number 2 VIP. Thank you for being here today. We're gonna do something a little new, something that I haven't necessarily done before, and that's a collective mediumship session. In the general reading, we had people from the past coming through. It definitely crossed a personal boundary that I have with spirit, in particular with collective readings, because the influx of energies is definitely overwhelming, especially when unexpected. And so I figured, regardless, it's a deep enough boundary that I'm willing to put down for a moment and let through whatever needs to come through. For some of y'all, there is a bunch of you tuning in, okay? So not every single thing will apply, so only take the specific things that are for you. If you're going to sit here and think that the entire extended is your loved one speaking through, you just might confuse yourself, because not everything will be, okay? So go with the little bits and pieces. I heard, by the way, the keys are under the table. I guess we're just jumping right on in. Some of you have like moths and flies that come in and out. I just saw a doorbell. There might be a fly on your door. That's a very interesting message for somebody, that there is someone in your life that is trying to peek into your life a little bit more. They're doing some snooping. They're doing some online stalking, perhaps. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If at any point you resonate with what is behind your pile, hit like, subscribe, join the tribe, do what it is that you know you gotta do. And that would help me out so much as well. We have full moon in Taurus, and I'm getting a big nose itch as I am reading the word detoxify. Okay, so Taurus season might have something to do with it, or the time frames in and around these moon phases might have something to do with it too. So we also have full moon in Libra. Lots of Venus energy, by the way, because both Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus. We also have love on the table. I'm hearing wedding bells, so you guys could be getting engaged or married at some point in the near future, perhaps maybe somewhere in between Taurus and Libra season. Let me know if that makes sense. These both came out together. Don't let your past hold you back, as well as the answers you need are coming. Sorry, that is the third full moon. Big cycle being complete right now, for sure. With the South Node making its appearance, this is a really big cycle complete for you. It could be in and around love and power. This could be, perhaps, maybe some of y'all could be getting approved for a divorce, okay? Because it could be going the opposite way, but there's like this new chapter, this new title. You're going from Miss to Mrs. or the reverse. We have the moon in Sagittarius, the new moon now. I love how the new moon is last. We're going to shove this over here. Very secretive too, because I'm not getting too many clues as to what this is specifically. So it could also be that whatever it is that you have been working very diligently towards, actually putting your love, like blood, sweat, and tears into this project of sorts, okay? Because I'm also picking up this could have something to do with a monetary value. Venus is, yes, in and around love, but it always touches on value, about our material possessions, how it is that we represent ourselves in this world, and thus what it is that we align to on the physical realm. Value equals value. It's something that I always tell my patrons and clients. The way that you value yourself will be directly mirrored outside of you. And that includes monetary gains. If you believe you're broke, guess what? I hope you enjoy a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, but I just heard not anymore for y'all. So you could honestly be advancing. This could be, I said a new title, it could be a promotion of sorts. It could just be you leveling up and like, I just heard wearing your name proudly. There is this beautiful sense of self-love and pride that's coming through. Whether this involves a relationship, a partnership, or some sort of collaboration, or not, third party or not, you're feeling yourself initiate forward. This is Aries energy here with that symbol. Aries is the initiator. And we're really focusing now on the positive with Sagittarius and this South Node energy. When it comes to karma, karma is a repeated lesson that will consistently come by time and time again until we break the loop with changed behavior. A realization of sorts that literally changes the trajectory of that karmic loop. You break the pattern. It's safe to say that if not already, that pattern is just about to break for y'all because we have a lot of full moon energy, okay? Which definitely talks about a completed cycle. Now it's time to detoxify, to minimize, to change. Go dark for a minute. Keep some successes for yourself. Pile number 3. Because it will really help you find a nice unity and balance in your love life, in your financial life, your personal life, however it is that aligns to y'all. Let's see what else we have. We have relaxation. You know, every single pile so far has some form of vacation or something in the works. And I do want to happily say that there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to relax too. Is that going away? We don't know yet. Blessings. Another full moon. Another full moon. Dude, what? Joy. Well, that's beautiful. Travel. There it is. Okay. Yep. Travel could be in play. Good. See the world. I'm excited for you. And gateway. I love how the travel has a crescent moon. Like everything on this side is like new moon, or it's hidden because this is covered now by the South Node. That's of more importance, respectfully, to the full moon in Gemini. But South Node energy putting to rest. Gemini could be thoughts, patterns, limiting beliefs. Something was changed, something was realized, and you're no longer allowing that to hold you back. You're pushing forward and focusing on the positives. And the thing is, though, is travel might have a lot to do with it. Notice the moon phase is different here. You see the world differently. I'm tugging on my right ear, by the way. So there's something that you really need to pay attention to in this reading today. Let me know if you already resonate with a like. Okay, if you're a little too shy to let me know in the comments, a like will do. Pile number 3, let me know. Because when it is that you see the world and you're out of your element, you're out of your sense of control, perhaps maybe you even have to speak a different language. Furthermore, culture's different, you know, different gestures mean different things. You perhaps maybe have different types of problems to now worry about and consider. Perhaps maybe Traveling is something really confusing. You have no idea where you're at. Meanwhile, you're used to having so much control, so much knowing. You know what's behind each turn. I mean, sure, you can only predict so much, and yet it's familiar. It's easy. It's lacking the anxieties. What I'm saying is that it's very comfortable, okay? Even if what it is that you could be anticipating is uncomfortable, because it's predictable, you feel a sense of control over it, because then you start immediately gauging your reactions here, okay? And now this new venture of sorts, this new quote unquote title change, however it is that that's resonating with you, okay? Or this new sense of self. It could just be a sense of self. Or you could be like me, where it's like, I am going to say that if I was to resonate with this reading, it would be the sense of self route, where even now I'm feeling more proud to call myself a psychic medium. Before, leading with that statement had always been very cringe. And I know a lot of practitioners and mediums alike will resonate with that. It's like we'd rather say what other things we do, like hypnotherapy and neuro-linguistic programming, some timeline therapy. And it's like, okay, cool, but like, I'm a psychic medium first and foremost, yes? So I practiced actually introducing myself as that when people ask me what I do. I say I'm a psychic medium. And I also have a lot of other cool modalities like hypnotherapy and NLP. As an example, I lead with my title proudly, where once I was a child and fucking afraid, terrified, always thinking I was gonna end up in the loony bin, you know, all these like little myths and warnings. It was very cringe. It's the witch wound, okay? Let's face it. Hocus pocus has always been a very underground thing. And now I can stand firmly in it. Fuck it. Have an opinion. Cringe if you must, but it's me. You have this sense of pride, this whatever it is that you are becoming now. You're standing firmly in that. My name is blank. And you stand with purpose. It's really beautiful, empowering, joyous and loving energy. Like I'm loving this little triage here for you, pal number 3. I really am. And it's having you now broaden your comfort zones. Because you're not necessarily stepping out of a comfort zone, although you can be. Some of you can literally be like traveling and moving and like seeing different cultures. Yeah, for sure. But others of y'all could just be moving into this new quote unquote level in life where things change. New job, new marital status, new place, new residency, new view on life. Again, it could just be very mental, and then somehow living your day-to-day existence, things just start to shift naturally because you naturally have changed. Happens more frequently than we realize. I'm getting pulled to the Surrealist Tarot for you, so we're going to continue on here. See what we got for my pal number 3s. Tell me more, tell me more. I think it was pal 2 that got this message too. If you have the offer to travel, take it. Pal number 3. I don't know what's with everyone that's tuning into my readings, at least this one in particular, but every single one of y'all are meant to travel, regardless of which pile you chose. I'm going to assume that pile 4 is going to be the same thing. 4 of Pentacles. Nice. Stability. Keeping a little bit more to yourself, right? There was something like that was brought out earlier. So fam, keep your plans quiet, okay? Talk to the minute select few that actually have something to do with this plan, okay? Whether it's to offer you emotional and mental support through it, okay? In which case, you can talk to 1, maybe 2 people about it and not tell everybody about your woes, about whatever this may be, okay? So that's number one. Number two, you just might be wanting to keep to yourself. Like silence, oops. Silence is sometimes like the better way to go, especially because you don't have anyone to confuse the matter a little bit more, sprinkle some opinions where perhaps maybe they needn't lie, okay? Like the Two of Wands comes in here, you're going to have like this decision to make. You're going to want to, I don't know, broaden your horizons versus stay put, right? With the Nine of Cups coming out here, it tells me that you already have this beautiful sense of fulfillment, and now it's like you want to find that Ace of Cups energy, that one. I just heard last hurrah. Okay, that's a little bit dramatic for those of y'all who are getting married and you think that like your life ends upon marriage. It's actually a new beginning, okay? Like, not to be cliche or even overly hopelessly romantic. It's true though. Like, gone are the days where, oh, my wife is my ball and chain type of mentalities. Like, why not have your marriage be the best friendship that is fucking eternal? It's contractual. Like, it's a forever kind of a plan, right? Like, isn't that a different type of mentality that you would actually rock with for the next while? Like, change your perspective on things is what I'm saying here. And feel free to seek it, right? If we're looking for that Ace of Cups to make this the Ten of Cups, sometimes it does require us to venture and do something different, because what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And do I believe that you are running around hamster wheeling yourself? No, not necessarily. This is just that warning to push outside before you get to that point, right? And the hamster wheel is just that karmic wheel. So there is something here that is requiring you to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone just to expand it, okay? Just push the gate out a little bit more. Keep building on who it is that you were and bring that forward into the person that you are becoming. Enjoy the process of becoming, first of all. The Nine of Cups is one that is very accomplished. Okay, you feel proud. Hopefully you stay humble, because the Nine of Cups energy could also be quite arrogant. Okay, a little bit too narcissistic, if you will. That's not me calling you a narcissist, by the way. Not everybody is a narcissist, although we all hold narcissistic qualities, all right? To be a narcissist actually requires like a professional's diagnosis. We spew some words a little too much, but nevertheless, just don't be an arrogant ass and go out and find your Ace of Cups. We have the World, yeah, also telling us more about travel. If not travel, so fam, it could be as simple as maybe your schedule has like drastically changed, right? It could be something like giving birth. There could be now a baby bundle, whether you are a man or a female, the routine changes. You sleep differently. There's different priorities now, right? It's like a new day has begun and yet everything is different. So however it is that this is resonating with you, okay, there's more time in your day, or there's a mix up in like a different allotment of time now where, again, you have a different schedule, okay? And this is good. This is a good thing, because this helps to break the karma. It helps to break that south node so we can move more balanced into our north node energy, okay? And our north node energy is essentially our destiny. Essentially. Hierophant. So I had posted up a spiritual check-in. I believe it's entitled something about, is your ego or intuition guiding you, question mark. And it has self-sabotage also in the title, okay? You may resonate with that. It was honestly posted directly before this pick a card, okay? There's messages in there that might resonate with you, okay? Long story short, though, it does ask you to perhaps maybe seek somebody whom has accomplished more of the goals that you now have set out for yourself, this new venture, right? If You trust somebody to take you wherever it is that you got to go, and they can be like your mentor, your guide, your therapist, like you're something. Like definitely vet your therapist, by the way. Don't just like go to someone just because they have doctor or something in front of their name. Okay, like spend some time with them, book a consultation if you can. You know, that's always my take on it. And nevertheless, seeking somebody's advice, someone that actually benefits your direction, is going to be key, because not everybody needs to know. Okay, trusted sources is ultimately the message here, okay? And definitely hire someone if that resonates, or if you are lucky enough to have someone in your best friend circle, in your family group, whatever, that has accomplished these goals, that again you can kind of bounce off things with and mentor you and guide you through. Good. Everyone else needs to zip the lip, okay? Because again, these sort of false opinions are going to come through, and we also have the Seven of Swords, right? This is where we start to self-sabotage. We start to misinterpret what is meant for us. And again, this is kind of like that hamster wheel that's waking up with the Seven of Swords energy. If you stay stuck and stagnant, and this relax, yes, it's coming, okay? Like with the travel and everything, like relaxation is a given. And yet this could also be a message of it being a little bit too comfortable. Like, y'all ever chill in a hammock for too prolonged of a time, or like perhaps when we got tangled up, and sometimes it's like harder to get out, you know? It's like a mission with these things. I personally, I'm not that big of a fan of hammocks, but that's just me. Nevertheless, you can get entangled in this, right? Like literally tangled up. So there's a point where too much of a good thing becomes an issue to get out of. You don't want to get so tangled up that it takes that much longer to get out of whatever it is that you're probably soulfully already aligning to what it is that you really want. Okay, I think you already have an idea. Say it is to move, to marry someone, to quit your job and do something for yourself. Perhaps maybe there's some sort of a deal and arrangement you have made with yourself. I don't know what that is. Good for you, though. Keep that secret for yourself, okay? But whatever it is for you, soul fam, trust in its outcome. So much so that you purposely initiate that action and move forward, because the love, the joy, the memories, the stability, everything will come with you. But you got to detoxify. Something has to change. Something's got to change. And the simple fact that we even have this beautiful little cow here, you know, that's a great symbol of good luck. You know, it's good luck, it's abundance. I have that song, Knocks You Down. Sometimes love knocks you down. Sometimes love comes around and it knocks you down. Just get back up if it knocks you down. Something like that. Ace of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Wands. We do have Judgment on the bottom here. I just heard pile number 4. Interesting. So, this is like the second pile that was referred over to pile number 4. This is a bit of like a side message to my creatives, or if perhaps maybe you are venturing off. This is something about stability work-wise, okay? Something that you're likely creating, something that you have your name on, okay? Monetize, put it out there, try new things, take the leap, and understand that, yeah, judgment will exist, okay? People will always, always, always have an opinion. This is one particular lesson that has taken me some time to learn, and I'm still kind of going through it, and just accepting trolls as exactly that. Like, they're just trolls, you know? Like, yeah, I just kind of design them into their own little like caricature, if you will. And I'm like, okay, so this is just an online troll doing their thing. Like, who cares? Just keep putting your stuff out there. You know, whatever that stuff may be for me. I even have a page where I'm just like, I'm literally drawing and I'm like learning how to draw. I used to draw a lot as like a kid. And sometimes as an adult, I pick it back up and I enjoy the process. And I've just created a random Instagram page where I'm just like posting it so I can see my own progress, right? And that's a little hobby that's just for me, but I'm still putting it out there. because that's more so for me, you know? I don't know. Anyways, if you're getting called to do something and put your work out, perhaps maybe that's the thing that you are now being called to do. To now show the world what it is that you are becoming. Notice we have the Ace of Pentacles as opposed to the Eight of Cups. Or I said Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is also another venture off card. Okay, you guys need to travel. It might be unexpected, but just do it. Or just book it if you feel that pull. And you get those deals. Ooh, I love when that happens, when you're like, ooh, I need to travel. And then you like throw up Airbnb and you find like the perfect thing for like the most, like, it's like, what? And some savings on top of that? Like, this must be my lucky damn day. And then everything just like lines up like even better than expected. Something like that might happen to you. Ooh, I wish that for you, for sure. Anyways, before I digress even further, before you can find your Ace of Cups, that one cup that you need to fulfill and feel very emotionally stable will require an action. Ace of Pentacles is physical. So you got to do something to go abroad, to reach new horizons. And it has something to do with what it is that you're creating, and not at all being afraid of like the Judgment. Ace of Wands comes out here in the very bottom. It slipped out. So we have another beginning. Something to fire up your life, your soul. And you're still searching for that one Ace of Cups. I keep feeling that. Anyways, worry less about judgment of others, okay? How people will perceive you reaches only as far as they're able to perceive themselves, okay? So oftentimes, again, if it's like online trolls that you're worried about, like showcase your work anyways. If you're worried about what your family and friends are going to think about like this particular decision or route or whatever it is that you're taking, don't tell anybody yet, okay? Until it's more firm. This comes back around where you keep it to yourself and hire someone of trust, or only find out who this person is for you, this Hierophant energy that will help guide you through, that will keep you calm, that is trustworthy, that you can talk to, that you can vent to safely, and you know that it's going to be just between you guys. And yes, those people exist, okay? Like, come on. Honesty needs to become easier to fucking come by, if I do say so my damn self. So, my bad for cussing. I'm trying to do that less on YouTube, but like, some things just require passion behind this statement, and that is one of them. Find the honest person in your life, even if you gotta drop some funds, okay? Sometimes a mentor costs. Good. Take the risk and the leap that you need to take, especially if you're aligning to it intuitively. And keep the rest for yourself. Pile 3, what I'm thinking in the extended, and there's a sneak peek following this in the next few minutes too. We're going to dive into all of the really good things that I think you have to look forward to. Like, yeah, we're going to dive into more of these successes, of the happiness. I'm really getting pulled to the Wild Mystic Oracle, so we're going to use this to talk us through. So if you would be interested in more of what is to come, more specifically the things that we have to look forward to, what our destiny consists of, perhaps maybe any lessons, what lives outside of this, like all of the travels, what will it bring you? What will this new title unlock for you? These are the kind of things we're going to dive into. So if you're interested, scroll down below to the description box. Okay, that's where you're going to have the VIP link. And I'll see you there. But otherwise, so fam, if not with me, with somebody, okay? Get some guidance, book a reading, get some clarity on your past life in order to move forward, okay? Because there is something here about narratives that still needs to be changed, right? And whatever it is that you're working on, just trust it's going to lead you exactly where it is that you want to be. And Sure, let the hunt for that Ace of Cups be your guide. You know? And enjoy all the other new beginnings that come with it. Because you have to take the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in order to eventually uncover the Ace of Cups. Stay open. Remember, a win-win outcome is forecast. You got nothing but love and joy and power. This is a really positive reading. It requires some action, some travel, some new beginning, and you finding courage to pursue, as well as the right type of person. So anyways, if I don't see you in the extended, at least check out that one spiritual check-in that I had recommended for y'all, okay? And if I don't, of course, see you in another pile, I do hope to see you in another video. We're gonna cut the shorter by a couple minutes because I heard my snaps and I am excited to go check out your wins. So follow me over to the sneak peek or the extended or any other video, whatever it is. Soul fam, thank you so much again for spending some time with me today. Leave your comments and resonances down below, and I'll see you in another video. Peace. This is giving me the energy of keeping your eyes on the prize, okay? With every step that you take, big message on remaining grounded. If you are in the moment, you get to see everything better. You witness things better. You get to now trust yourself and your insight and instincts that come up so that you can have more victory. And by victory, it's that feel-good energy, the progression forward towards everything that you have been healing and moving towards. It's a lot of circles, by the way. Y'all noticing that? So more full moons. This is kind of giving me a new moon energy. Except for that instinct over there. You're taking what it is that you had learned and applying it towards your future, towards succession. Hello, the infamous pile number 4. Do you know 2 out of the 3 prior piles mentioned your energy? So I am really curious what is behind here, because I'm unsure, but I can say that it probably has something to do with creativity and travel because those were the similarities, but no spoilers. If you are pulled or resonating with any other piles, choose wisely because they might have some correlation. Anyways, this goes without needing to be said, but I want to thank you guys so much for being here, spending some time with me today. First, we have the new moon in Taurus. By the way, all of these moon phases, full moon in Leo, could be times that are relevant to your energies, so be sure to look up when the last new moon in Taurus was and a full moon in Leo. Perhaps it's a future thing, perhaps it's in the past. We have North Node, step out of your comfort zone. So you guys got 2 of these cards. We have the full moon in Aries as well as the first quarter moon in Capricorn. Inspire, confidence, North Node, pride, knowing your worth, remaining kind, cooling your emotions. Okay, I'm calling it now. I think pile number 4, you are on the brink of your big break, if you will. There is a sense here of you increasing your self-worth, your definition of value within yourself has allowed you to gain a sense of pride. We have the peacock here in confidence. But I think this pride is very humbled because it touches upon destiny. The North Node here, this is a pretty big thing, okay? North Node is about really looking and moving towards your own personal true north. The path of experience that you, to the best of your abundant degree, are to travel down to gain the most type of advancements, alignments, opportunities, and experiences that end up fulfilling your purpose in this human experience. People underestimate the North Node. It's one of the first ones I look up when I'm getting to know somebody. The North Node. And the South Node are a lot of the karmic lessons that we are to learn and unlearn as we progress up to the North Node. So we take on those lessons with us. It's not about completely eradicating your past and becoming and doing a complete 180 switch. It's about doing a full 360, if you know what I mean. It's like you're constantly evolving and spiraling. And the matter is, if you're spiraling up, you're moving towards this destiny. And I think a lot of y'all are, in fact, doing that. Now, there is a message here about pride. So you could have a North and, or, well, not and. You could have a North Node in Leo or a North Node in Aquarius. Yep. Doesn't have to be the case, but that could be the case, because when there's pride alongside knowing your worth, it's about ensuring that you're using this newfound confidence and personality, I guess, in a way, to inspire people, to impact people positively, so that you don't become arrogant and perhaps maybe lose yourself. You know? Halo, no, Bubba. My dog wants to get in, but it'll be really distracting for me. We have miracles. Good luck. Oh, I love this for you. There we have create. What was I saying about creation in this pile? Finding. Oh, this is a beautiful card. To be honest, I think this is the first time I'm seeing this card. Well, that's beautiful. We have enlightenment. Damn. I think if you choose to kick back and embrace your circumstances, you're going to be finding a lot of opportunities come your way. I was really resonating with the influx of cars that are currently in my neighborhood. And I think that's a symbol of, it's like the chariot in tarot, you know. There's movement, there's progression, but because there's a lot of them, there seems to be many opportunities. And so it's about practicing your level of discernment through remaining as authentic, as kind, and as level-headed as you possibly can. Okay, cool your emotions with the full moon in Aries. I was born under a full moon in Aries. Okay. So that goes without to say that emotions, our innate connection with that part of our unconscious mind, the emotions, is very raw. And so you must learn to build a better relationship with your emotions so that you have, in a way, more control over your emotions. And I'm choosing my words wisely here, because one who believes they are fully in control of their emotions are romanticizing dissociation, you see, because emotions are erratic for a reason. They're part of our unconscious mind. They are unpredictable. They are tied with memories, with limiting beliefs, with values, and so many little other surprises along the way. They're also illogical. And in order to be human, and perhaps never to allow pride to get in the way, is to learn to be more vulnerable. Because cooling your emotions is about learning to turn to peace in times of chaos, in times where perhaps you would have fucking exploded on somebody, okay? And you chose not to because you learned. Instead, you unleash the kindest part of yourself. The moon in Capricorn too. Capricorn energy is very like devoted. They work towards something. So it's working towards humbling yourself into the human experience, which, to be honest, if you're going to be leading a path of the North Node, pile number 4, then you must go through the emotional route, because that is the highest form of enlightenment, to be honest. People underestimate the human experience. I'm sure you've heard the phrase that you are a soul having a human experience rather than the other way around. And it's through the physical body, the human body, our mind, our nervous system, our experiences, our circumstances to every granular level. Without that, soulful enlightenment becomes near impossible, and it takes light years of time. The human experience helps the soulful evolution, because without the body, you're unable to feel emotions. You're unable to touch certain things. You're unable to really grow and experience things, even painful experiences. It is, in fact, through that we find the little miracles in all of the challenges. I feel a lot of y'all are at this point in your life, pile number 4, where you can look back and be like, damn, like I survived that. Like I understand now why things happened the way that they needed to happen. And I feel like you are finding the inspiration and you're making your own luck. And that's what happens through enlightenment. And it seems like you're putting something out into the world, or you're being called to. And perhaps maybe the world for you is as simple as a small niche group on the internet, a couple of clients, or maybe just your best friends. But whatever external people around you, they could really benefit from your experience, from your inspiration, and what you're choosing to create from that. Some of you could be like public speakers. Some of you could be artists, coaches of your own. You practice some sort of healing measure in one form or another, even if it's just really good advice. If you're wondering what is your purpose and what you should be doing in life, honestly, take a peep at your North Node placements. On your whole wheel, look for the horseshoe. It's this symbol right here. Okay, look for the horseshoe. What sign is it in? What house is it in? And then just plug that into like YouTube. You're already on YouTube. Plug this into YouTube. You know? Learn about that. By the way, if your North Node is an Aquarius, big ups. Freaking same. So like drop an alien emoji down below, okay? North Node Aquarius unite. I'd love to connect with more of y'all, because that, oof, now that is a North Node, I say. I think so, fam. You are also going to be able to increase the self-worth of others and allow people to make their own good luck in the world, how to create their own enlightenment. Yeah, there's something that you're meant to create, perhaps. It is through your art, through your spoken word, whether you are writing it, whether you, again, have a microphone, a podcast. I heard ghost writing. However it is that you're getting your words out, keep doing that. It's very powerful energy. Now I am having myself a peek. I am hearing Italiano. Okay. Let's do this then. We are getting pulled to the Pasta Tarot for you guys. Okay. Now I'm going to get this little piece of paper thingy out because, of course, their pastas are named, or the suits, whatever. You'll see what I mean when you get there. Because, like, wands are corta, swords are lunga. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, let's pull some more messages here for my pile. Number 4, please. My creators, my inspirers, my leaders, my healers. I will say this, you have a ton of emotional intelligence. To be kind with a full moon in Aries, I tell you. Okay. Messages for my soul flame, please. We have Judgment, the Moon, Four of Pentacles. My nose is really itching. Well, shoot, I don't want to give a spoiler, but I might, if it resonates with you, go check out pile number 3. I got a big nose itch on that. Judgment, the Moon, 4 of Coins. You will really resonate with pile number 3. It's like, I don't want to sit here and like divulge all of that information on here, but like pile number 4, check out pile number 3. Be mindful of the rewards that you are going to receive, whether that be through acknowledgement, consideration, gift, financial wealth. There seems to be a lot of rewards and acknowledgements coming your way. Okay? Great prediction. Basically, like one of the first things I said when like I started pulling in your energy, it's like some of y'all are about to get your big break, okay? The Judgment here is Spirit's witness of you controlling your greed and your pride, keeping a sane head on your shoulders to make sure that you're still kind. It's almost like your abundance and your success. It was 1616 on the timer, by the way, for those who resonate. Your success will have to come with a lot of kindness and choosing to be a good person. I don't know. I'm trying to like simplify that, but I think that's just exactly what it is. So long as you don't become like a bahumbug, you will allow more change, more luck, more happiness into the world. I think your impact in general, pile number 4, should never be underestimated. Because when you're upset, the world feels it. And I know, oh my gosh, it's like it that almost sounds narcissistic, doesn't it? What I mean, though, is that your energetic impact is incredibly valuable to this world, that you can easily take advantage of it and manipulate things, bend realities to your will and your favor. And in many ways, that's what you're unlocking when you're following your North Node energy. This is why this is an energy that must never be underestimated. Whoa. Goes ahead and like kicks her camera. Emphasis points. Stomp. Anyways, you're unlocking this benefit. And paying it forward by choosing to live in authenticity, kindness, vulnerability, and honesty, and all of that, you know, when you carry yourself with value, you're going to start changing your world to match that more. People really look up to you by a lot. And right now, it's like you're just under the spiritual witness program. But it's your guides making sure that you've learned whatever it is that you had to learn. That you can uncover your shadows and meet greed, meet the illusion of self-preservation by like blocking yourself up and like not remaining open to love and like becoming a little bit more prideful and arrogant and things like that, closing up, as opposed to, again, just being kind, paying it forward. Anyways, everything that I've spoken about so far was different than what was discussed in pile number 3, but I definitely still recommend you check that pile out after this one, should you, of course, resonate when I say it. The moon here is about those phases, right? It's about those unconscious things coming up to the surface. When you get really upset about something, impatient about something, how is it that you're going to choose to react? Are we going to bottle it all up? Or are we going to choose to resolve it, to share? Be wary not to want the dessert before you want the warm meals. You know, it'll give you a tummy ache later. Strength. One thing that a lot of people don't know about you, pile number 4, is the amount of demons that you yourself have slayed. I think people underestimate the darkness that you crawled out of. And I mean that with pride. You should be proud of yourself for overcoming and still being a kind person after everything that you have gone through. That takes more strength than becoming the villain and seeking revenge and wishing more pain onto others, because learning how to feel joy again, well, that's just too painful of a process. It's not the human process. And you've had the confidence to be human, to overcome. And that is freaking inspiring. You may be under the illusion that your inspiration is so much smaller than your confidence. Just notice the size of these 2 birds here. And yet, it reaches more. It's like the little tweets of your energies just spreads out like little ripples in a pond or in a lake that eventually just cast waves of change. You create that. You do that. Can you witness your magnificence here, pile number 4? This is a powerful initiation forward. And again, Spirit's got a watchful eye on you. Are you going to create your own good luck and find those miracles in between all of the obstacles? By the way, finding this message here definitely speaks more about acknowledging that internal compass and finding the inspiration, the guidance within. So much so that you're allowing the transformations to then come from it. Those little butterflies. There's a large success rate, I would say, as far as you overcoming. And again, it turns you into a kind, powerful, enlightened person. That is the type of change that we want to see more in the world. That is what I'm acknowledging here. And if you need more direction, seek your North Node. What's going on right now around your North Node? You know what's happening for me? I got fucking Pluto all up on my North Node. Pluto's in Aquarius. It's going to keep dabbling with my North Node for a little bit. Pay attention to what's going on over there and understand that it is all in alignment towards your becoming. This is a phase that you are going to pass, by the way. I think it'll be easy to have thoughts of greed or slipping in and just perhaps maybe overly benefiting yourself in some form of a way. But I think that you've overcome and helped too many people now for you to get lost in that illusion. So yeah, there might be some sort of like abundance block that is sitting in the way of you, pile number 4, that's misconstruing your ability to receive. Now, this could be in a form of imposter syndrome. It could be that you just want to be a good person. You might have the good old false narrative. How does it go again? That money is the root of all evil. Cancel. You might have that, so you just want to remain a good person, but like your fear of becoming someone that is toxic to the environment or to your family or like whatever, however it is that resonates with you, that could just become your own block of actually obtaining more wealth because you're fearful of doing something bad with it, right? So obviously, why would it come? If that's the case, the Hermit comes out here as the final card here. So go within, okay? Choose to protect your space and yourself and your energy a little bit more as you kind of navigate this new direction that you're headed into. Speaking of which, definitely check out pile number 3, okay? It will help you out. And whatever it is that you're putting out there, soul fam, it's worth you putting out there. When in doubt, go within. You will find the answer, the direction. You will create your own good luck, and all of the miracles that have occurred in your life up until this point that will continue to go and flow, soul fam, is because of all of the work that you had put into. Now you get to create your own life. You create your own destiny. You're doing it. You're listening to your North Node. That deserves a round of applause. Pile number 4. In your extended reading, we're just going to dive into whatever it is that you need to hear. You know, I'm going to really go with the intuitive flow here and not ask any questions until it comes time to shuffling in, at the very least, just because there seems to be some surprises around the bend for you. Okay, and there's only so much that you're meant to know right now because you're under a little bit of a quote-unquote test, right? Remember, your abundance, your guides, your God, your judgment call, okay? The weighing of your spirit versus your ego is being considered right now. And so some things are meant for you to experience as they come up, although I'm going to do the best that I can to guide you along the way towards your ultimate success. You'll have perhaps maybe some clues or some more pieces of advice, whatever it is that you need to get you on your way to true confidence and inspiration and creation and destiny. There is a sneak peek following this in the next couple of minutes if you are interested in learning what it is to expect over in VIP. And if you are interested in the extended, scrolling down and clicking that link will take you over there and unlock all other types of content. And there's a bunch of them. Just a bunch of stuff there. Just to have yourself a gander yourself. You will see. There's a lot for you and for me. I'm digressing. I'm hearing my snaps too. Adam's Family style, double snap. This general reading here is over. So fam, let me know with a comment down below how you resonated. How does this make you feel? Are you ready to obtain the success that is ultimately yours, that you're aligning with? That's here. It's right here. The only thing that we gotta act on is kindness. How lovely. What a tasking. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. If I don't see you in another pile, I hope to see you in another video. Take care. Bye. So fam, get used to like muting people, get used to blocking people, you know, like there's no need to people please, and people don't always have to witness something from you if it feels as though maybe there's something, maybe there's like some evil eye or something, you know. Some of you guys might be having these kind of feelings come in play about specific people, or like, you know, just to feel free to like go down your following list, you know, like, or followers list, right? And just like kick off people who you don't want looking at you all the time, you know. Why not? If they keep popping up in one form or another, that's when you can block them if you feel like it. I don't know. It's like someone needed that conversation. But it's like you no longer have to sacrifice what it is that you perhaps maybe see in specific people, okay? I think that maybe there might have been a recent enlightenment, okay, about perhaps maybe some people in your circle, about a community of sorts. Maybe this is like a bunch of friends or something, a family member, I don't know. It could be one person or it could be many. However it is that this is resonating with you, you have received some form of a clue, some form of insight that acknowledges where you perhaps maybe had been giving too much energy, where you need to cut something off, where you need to stop sacrificing your energy and being blinded to pain to fit somebody else's narrative, to fit someone else's box. Somebody has you boxed in a version of yourself that they would prefer because it fits their narrative, it fits their perspectives, it fits their story, and you're cutting out of a lot of that